So in this tutorial, we'll look at the basic setup of the Veracore integration plugin with Infigo. So to start off with, who are Veracore? So Veracore offer a software as a service order and warehouse management system. They're based out of the US, and the team at Veracore specialize in fulfillment and helping their customers automate and streamline their operations. In terms of Infigo's integration with Veracore, our integration in its current form is actually quite complex. We use a number of different methods, which we'll touch on over the course of this tutorial series, to create a tight integration that includes creating and syncing products. So that includes product imagery, default pricing, and stock levels. Assign products to categories to replicate your Veracore catalog hierarchy in Infigo. Import Veracore users into Infigo, so including their category access group or department. Pushing orders into Veracore when it's placed in Infigo. And updating the status of an order in Infigo to shipped when that is triggered from Veracore. And this is along with updating the delivery method and storing the tracking number. Our Connect Veracore plugin is a paid module, so if you are interested and don't currently have it available on your storefront, then please reach out to our support or sales teams and they can provide you with pricing and help you get set up. So what we're going to cover here is the basics of actually setting up the plugin, and that's just essentially putting in your login information so that the two systems can communicate. We're going to start off by going to our Connect settings page. So if I start typing in Connect in our Infigo admin area and go to Connect settings, that gives us a list of available Connect plugins that you have available on your particular platform, likely a much shorter list than I've got here. Find the relevant plugin and then save those changes. With that updated, we then go to our Connect plugins screen. So again, if I just start typing Connect and Connect plugins, this again will show you a list of all the Connect modules that you have available. I'm just going to find Veracore and click on Configure. Now what we're doing at this stage is just entering key account information. So we start off by entering your Veracore API URL. So I've got that on my clipboard, so I'll just copy and paste it there. And you can see an example of what that might look like underneath. You also need to input your API username and API password, all of which, if you aren't sure, can be provided by the Veracore support team. During the setup process, we also recommend disabling the sync until you have configured the plugin and set up your storefront appropriately. To disable the sync, just check this box here, and that will limit the background syncing task. There's an additional icon here, which you can click on, which will give you some additional information on the Veracore integration. However, most of this information will be covered over the future tutorials on this topic. With those details entered, click on Save, and then click Back to Plugin List. That will take you back to your plugin screen, and if you scroll down to the Veracore option, you have now the ability to check that connection. That will just verify that the information you've entered is all correct and that we're able to successfully form a link between the two systems. Once you've entered this information, you now have the basics in place and can start the more advanced configuration.